Hi everyone, thank you very much, Barry. So I'm Jimmy. I am the customer success specialist at Onside, and I look after the support side of things. You've probably spoken with me or with a video call or something like that. So I get to take you guys through the new dashboard. So very exciting. Before I jump into that though, a bit of context to it. So we've been receiving quite a bit of feedback, especially for people that spend a lot of their time in the web portal side of things, or they look after an account across quite a few properties, that they need a better way to be able to have an overview of what's going on in the account and its properties, understand what tasks might need to be done, and how better to manage the account. So off the back of that, we've built the dashboard and very excited to take you guys through it today and show you everything that it can do. So let me jump in and grab my screen. Cool. So hopefully everyone can see that okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. So along the top here, first and foremost, we've got the search bar. So by default, when you land in your web portal going forward, this is what you're going to see, and it's going to be set to all of the properties that you have access to as an admin. So if you're a company admin or a property admin, only what you have access to in those roles will be visible here. And if I click into the search bar, I can then choose specifically which properties I want to drill down into. So maybe I only want those ones, or go through and filter those out, and the dashboard will change accordingly. So first off, the graph there, you can see I've got my check-ins there. So I've got 20 check-ins for the last 7 days, and I can also see how this property group was tracking against the previous 7 days. So in the previous 7 days, I only had 4. So at a glance, something very visual, and if you jump through the different quick filters, very quickly you can start to see the trends of the property. So maybe I want to jump into the 12-month one and see how my properties are tracking this year versus last year. So much better this year for me. On the right-hand side here, very, very important part of the dashboard is being able to see who is on your properties across the board. So everything you have access to, I can see I've got 2 check-ins and 2 arrivals across the 4 properties I'm filtering by. So I can see here Courtney, who's also on the call with us. He's arrived at the head office, which is where we are at the moment. And I can send him a reminder right from here to check into the property. And so he can go through and see if anything has changed about the property. And again, that reflects in your reporting. A bit further down, I can also see who else has actually checked into the property. So for Courtney here, perhaps I want a bit more information about his check-in. So I can click on View All, and then I get a further breakdown of that. So I can see that Courtney is part of Onside Test Courtney 2, for example, and can see how long ago he checked in. So you won't have to jump into the app anymore and property by property to see who's across your properties. You can do all that from the web portal now going forward. A bit further down, we've also got incidents and risks. So again, this is a high level view of what's going on in your account for these 2 things. So I can see I've got 111 total incidents across those properties. 61 of them I haven't actually reviewed yet. So if I were to go to my incidents, they'd still have that new status on them, pending review. As soon as I go through and I review them, that will update. Same sort of thing with the risks. So I've got 21 unmanaged risks. And if you're not familiar with the managed risks in Onside, it's basically when you have risks in your risk register, at the very bottom, you can add in your risk management actions. And there's a little toggle there that will say mitigated, unmitigated, or eliminated. That's basically a flag for you to come back to these risks if you haven't actually finished working on them. So maybe you need to add some more actions later on down the track. And again, all of that reflects in your reporting. So you can effectively show if you are having an audit, both what you're wanting to be doing with those risks and what you're currently doing with those risks. And then I've got 12 risks that are outstanding as well. So someone has gone to my properties, they've reported them, but I haven't actually jumped in and dealt with them yet. Either approved them or deny them. Further down here, we have the Team Locator mini dashboard. So at a glance, I can see how many of my staff actually have the Team Locator or the lone worker functionality of Onside, as well as how many people are out on sites and how many are overdue. If I were to jump into see more and I have this license, I'll then be able to see my full dashboard and also jump through my history as well. At the very bottom here, we also have upcoming tasks. So if there's something that is overdue or is most immediate to be completed, you'll be able to see it here. I can mark it as done right from here without even having to go into the task. I can also edit it, archive it, and jump further into it all from here as well. So without having to navigate through the task dashboard directly, I can just come straight into my dashboard and have that overview again. So that's basically an overview of the Onside dashboard, but you'll notice that on the left here, right next to the dashboard, we've got beta. So this is basically us telling you, this is version 1. This is the first iteration of this, and it's beta because this is only going to get better. As you guys give us feedback on what's most important to you, what you would like to see in here, and what's going to make things easier for you, we'll be able to build this out because we've built this in a modular way. So it's only going to get better over time. So at the end of this webinar and also in the follow-up material, we'll also provide a link where you'll be able to jump through to our new product dashboard and advise what you'd like to be seeing in here after you've had a play with the dashboard. But I think that is everything across the dashboard side of things. I hope you guys really enjoy it, and I'll be passing over to Ophelia for the task side of things.